Hello and welcome, everybody, to another episode of Los Radio Live on Sunday. Good morning, everybody. It's a nice Sunday morning here at Los Radio, and I'm here with...
Mike Kravchenko from World Class Entertainment.
Right, and we're here. And I used to be from the Record Spins, but I don't think I am anymore.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about World Class Entertainment either, but we'll see.
Dang.
I'll still do it from here,
Well,
here and there.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, we're here and we're doing Los Radio. So
Yep.
that's definitely that's not up in the air. But today we'd like to switch it up. I just like to mention before we get started that both of us predicted the Masters winner. So I think, and just like how we wrote in the video description of our last episode, I wrote that, listen to this podcast. Why should you listen to it? One reason is we get everything right, and it's proven by us choosing. I mean, the guys went on to set records. That's how accurate we were, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
But today we'd like to talk about another topic that is not school related, and we're on a bit of a time frame because Mike has, very important business to take care of after this.
Yep.
But we'd like to talk a little bit about school because, we just came back from spring break, and not everybody was too excited, but some people were.
Yep, that would be me.
And it was and this conversation is sparked by a tweet or a picture, a tweet that Mike sent out. And could you read that to us, Mike?
All right, sure. I said lots of people complain about school, the reasons why I genuinely enjoy school for the most part. Without school, I wouldn't have any of the friends I have now. Without school, I wouldn't be able to do the things I do and be able to speak at a normal or highly sophisticated, I guess, level at some points.
Mm-hmm.
Without school, I wouldn't be able to get any jobs in the future or now, really. Just because you fail or don't like the kids doesn't mean school is bad. For failing, well, some of us aren't good test takers and others are flat out lazy and don't study at all and expect to get good grades, which is just absurd. There are really, really crappy teachers who don't teach anything, but it's your responsibility to make up for it. If kids are mean and crappy, don't talk to them, ignore them. School isn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. It isn't as bad as you think, because without school, what would you do every day? And without school, how would you make as many friends as you have? Please think about the positives and not just the negatives before you think your childhood sucks.
Okay, I like how you put a please in there. Okay, so yes, I mean, here we are, and it's a highly debatable subject, and you can try to win me over, and you can try to, make me think more positively about it. But I'm here to make my case that it's not so great of a thing. Now, in your paragraph, I see two main subjects. I see friends as being one thing, or just the people in school and the friends that you can possibly make, and the other is academics. It's academics and friends.
Yeah.
I agree with the friends aspect. That is not something that I disagree on, because in reality, would we be doing this podcast without school?
Probably not.
Right. For multiple reasons, because we probably wouldn't be as good as friends. I mean, we've played on the same teams together, but without school, we wouldn't see each other every day like we do, or 5 times a week. And just because we wouldn't be, I don't know. Now I think that at a certain level, we should have stopped at public education. I think that at middle school, I think we were educated enough. That point is to combat you saying that, I don't know, that you said, at the intelligent level, you said that you would not be able to speak at an intelligent level. Don't you feel that at middle school that you got what you needed?
I got it, semi-normal, but
you feel like you've developed more vocabulary or just more overall knowledge since high school because of high school?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I feel like I would in daily life I would have learned, but I don't think as a result of Mrs. Gilroy's vocab quizzes on Greek words that I learned anything from that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I learned more words, I guess, to like use in a sentence, like, and not sound like an idiot, really.
Right.
With
But
kids.
I think real life would have taught you that
I don't
just
know.
as
I
well
mean,
as school
but
could
here's the
have.
thing: if all the people, stopped at middle school, then those words wouldn't have even like been said, and you wouldn't even know them to begin with. So you wouldn't really be able to learn them if no one was saying them. If everyone stopped at middle school, so
Right. Yeah, I mean that's true, I guess. But don't you feel like topics in school nowadays, like this math and, you know, global history on whatever China, how necessary is that? Do
it's
you
not.
feel it's
No,
necessary?
no, I don't. I don't believe that's necessary whatsoever.
Which I feel like I think 99% of the kids, even the kids that are happy about school, would say that it's unnecessary.
Yeah, no.
But
Global
I've
is
yeah,
completely unnecessary.
right. But I think, to be honest, I think math is more unnecessary than global because I do at some points find like when we talk about Egypt and stuff like that, that's pretty dang interesting. Building of pyramids or whatever, sometimes that's interesting, but you know, okay, kids that you don't particularly like that attend this school, right?
Yeah, of course.
There are people there and that fit that category, right? That to me is enough for me to just throw in the towel because every day I have to see these people, and to be honest, there's only a handful of kids that I really have, true respect for. Um, and Mike's a popular guy. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that you do like.
Yeah, I guess.
So I get right. I mean, would you
I
say
mean,
there's
yeah,
more
like,
people that you dislike or like in the school?
probably like,
Yeah.
yeah, like but
For me, that might be the opposite.
the thing that it's just like easy because I like different things. Like, I'm not specific to one group of kids. Like, I'll hang out with the nerds and I'll hang out with like the
Yeah.
popular sporty kids. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll hang out with both. Like, cause I do both things, so it's not like it's easier for me to have more of a like diverse friend group.
Yep. Yep.
So
Which
like,
is great.
yeah,
That's great.
exactly. So like that's why I guess I don't have an issue with kids really,
Yeah.
except those few kids, the douchebags.
Right. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of neutral kids in my mind that I'm just not friends with, but I don't particularly have a problem with them.
Of course.
That aren't bags and aren't my friends. But and another aspect is time. How much time school really takes out of your life in school and out of school if you study or whatever you want to do. I just feel like if you took that time away from a kid's life, you said what you presented the question, what would one be doing without school? What are you going to be doing? Now, I'm surprised somebody like you says that, somebody who's into sports and video making, whatever. You have a lot of things that you could be doing. Like in reality, you could be on the ice every day,
Yeah, but
right?
yeah, that I understand. I mean personally, I think school, like, it's like 7 hours. Okay, that I agree is very very long and maybe a little too long, but like I definitely think it's a necessity and like because what do you like every day? I don't know. I don't see someone being able to do something like without school because this is a rough one. Like, because
Yeah, this
kids,
conversation hasn't gone as smoothly as I thought it would because there's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts,
yeah, I know.
a lot of variables to this. But let's talk just according to us. If I did not have school, I know I would be recording something every day, and then in the afternoon, I'd be on the golf course every day for fun.
I mean, yeah, I'd definitely be like skating every day or playing baseball every day, but I mean, it's just the aspect of I don't know. I mean, I guess I agree with you there, like, but many kids, like, especially for the kids that were complaining online. This tweet was at obviously at people complaining online.
Yeah.
Um, they were gamers, and I'm like, what are
Hmm.
you gonna do every day? Play games? No, like
Right.
you can't do that for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's where that tweet pertains to some people. Like, what? Yeah, exactly. What are the gamers going to be doing? Playing video games? That's not helping the world. That's not making you better at anything.
Exactly. Like,
And that's why
yeah.
you can tweet that.
For us, it's different because we do many different things.
Yeah.
But like even for the kids who play sports, are you gonna play the same sport? Like, are you gonna practice for 15 hours?
Yeah. Some kids would and some kids wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on what people do with their lives, you know.
Yeah. And that's why that tweet didn't particularly correspond in my mind, because if somebody was so passionate about something, they'd be doing that instead of school. And especially if you agreed, right, that the subject matter is a little bit unnecessary at this point. So why is and so yes, friends are a plus of school. What else is college in the back of your mind, because that's one word that we haven't touched on.
Well, kind of, but I mean, you look at
Is that why it's so important? Because you just said subject matter isn't really.
no, yeah, but honestly, like
So
it's
is it just about going through high school? Yeah.
it's yeah, like it's when it comes down to it, when you have to get a job,
Yeah.
you have like 98% of like good jobs, you're gonna need a like diploma.
Right.
Like
So is
unless you go to like a trade school and be a mechanic, but I don't know. Like otherwise, you're not gonna be able to get any jobs. You're gonna be a poor mother effer and not do anything. So that's like you kind of need this high school diploma. College isn't as needed, but it's required for some jobs.
Yeah. So are you using high school and college as a backdrop if bigger aspirations don't come true?
Exactly. Like okay, for example, someone who wants to be a singer or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, go on,
If
right. What?
yeah, if that doesn't work and you're like 6-7 years in, you're making like $10,000 a year,
Yeah.
$15,000 a year, doing absolutely nothing. What are you gonna do at that point? Are you gonna continue making that and barely surviving, or are you gonna go find a real job with your diplomas and your skills that you got
Mhm.
and go get a real job making 100 something thousand dollars a year?
Yeah. I agree. There's one thing that is huge. But what if that? You know how you just said she's making 15,000. You're a singer.
Yeah, like something like that.
What if she didn't like attend high school, and all she did was sing? Wouldn't she not be making 15,000 and be making more if she perfected it better?
If she perfected it, but it again, it's that's a lot of luck. Like you need luck with that. Like the
Yeah.
odds of becoming a very famous artist and being on the radio and
Yeah.
winning Grammys and this and that. That's very rare. That's like all of like 2% of the world.
Right.
So like I mean, it's just hard to do that. It's almost impossible. So like that's where it comes to the point, like I said,
As a safety net.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. What are you gonna do? I'm just saying. Maybe if that person had the time on her hands to sing her high school years away, that she'd be at a higher level than a mediocre level, because she had to attend high school little
Yeah.
singing after school, and then she's at that position of what, I was just average my whole life, and now and which, and then she gets since she has the high school diploma, she'll be able to do something else.
Yeah, but I mean,
as a safety net, yeah.
Yeah, but like the thing with the skill of singing, like there are people out there who are amazing singers, like better than 99% of the singers out here now that are famous, and they're not anywhere because like no one knows who they are. So
that is true. Yeah.
So I mean, it's luck of the draw. I mean, that's just as a safety net, you would want something that you could fall back on in case your dreams and aspirations fail.
All right. Great. So we came up with the title of this podcast during the podcast. It's going to be titled School and Lady Luck. the little bit of luck you need. We talk about having a backdrop and, the luck you need to prevail out of school and, be something big. Okay? Have a good Sunday, everybody. Tell us what your thoughts are on school. Do you agree with Mike? Do you agree with me? And what, and you can agree with both of us because we both have different thoughts on different aspects, many aspects of school, many things. It takes up time, but it gives you friends, all different aspects, all different things. So tell us what you think, if you're listening. Have a good one. I'm Steven Francis, and I'm here with
Kruvchenko from World Class Entertainment, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like Steve said, let us know what you guys think. Who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? And that's really it. So stay classy.
See you.